Sometimes I just want to disappear to a different universe. That says it all. I can leave it at that with that one line. That's why I said universe. See, my words can translate to a facial expression like an emoji. But this poem is a little darker. So call me an emo. G. But how did I ever get to this point? There's so much pressure building up at every joint. Just the other day I was cruising USA worried about getting to that next checkpoint. Now I feel like everyone is staring at me with a finger to point. I don't want to move, I just want to sleep. I don't want to think, so forget counting sheep. Where are my friends at? I realize talk is cheap, because their lack of presence in my life makes me weep. I grew up learning acronyms, synonyms, Y equals MX plus B. But I was never taught how to deal with death, the stress of a job, or why my ex would leave me. Now that's real. Taking the sheltered out of their comfortable bubble is what led me to a life filled with trouble. If someone would have just told me life wasn't going to be easy, I could have prepared more. Instead, now, I'm just getting my lessons from M and Wheezy. You shouldn't be surprised. We're living in a generation where everyone gets a medal. And parents flip when they find out their kids are listening to hip-hop and metal. Maybe music is the only outlet we have to release. It gives some of us peace to not pack a piece. But I don't understand, God. How is my depression part of your plan? My friend said, all things work together for my good. But I just don't understand. I don't want to go to work. I'd rather be in isolation instead, because my anxiety eats me alive. I question if I should be dead. But my advisor tells me I need a plan for what's ahead. God, it's a victory if I even get out of bed. I'm tired of friends just sending me a Bible verse. I wish they would just listen or talk back and converse, not treat me like a patient and they're the doctor or the nurse. If I'm honest, going through the faith motion sometimes makes it worse. I try to surround myself with the church. God, you know, the bride, but everyone in there acts like they've never had a backslide. So I go along with my pride. I sing, your arms are open wide, but why don't I just run to you then, Lord? Instead, I want to hide, because I feel like someone owes me something. You or the world. And I want to sue aside and get mine, but the feeling of entitlement will only lead to suicide. Now I know I need to keep my head up, friend. Thanks for the reminder. The more I talk to them, the more I feel blinder. I need someone to be real with me, not just be kinder. Happiness is what I'm searching for in my viewfinder. I can't just get it together and have my life in balance. God, I don't think they understand the definition of a chemical imbalance. When I finally do decide to go out, it took me so long to get out of the house. I realize now I'm so late, so why bother even going? It's easier to isolate. But I didn't want it to be this way. I didn't like getting bullied, picked on, and called gay. I didn't sign up to be the bud people would distinguish like an ashtray. But I know, I need to let go and pray. But when I'm in prayer, it feels like I'm just talking to the air. If you hear me, Lord, please show that you care. But due to a lack of response, I thought I'd be able to reach you with this letter, because at least writing down my feelings makes me feel better. So what do? I grab a notepad and pen it, because I feel like you keep leaving me hanging like a pennant. I hear your thoughts are not our thoughts, and your ways are not our ways. But looking at all the pain this world has caused me, don't you see sometimes it's hard for me to praise? Question. Why is the word fun in funeral? I can understand why ER is, because that's where a lot of people go before they take AL. Wait, fun, ERAL? I still don't see the fun in it, despite me knowing how to spell. And God, why would you allow young ones to get sexually abused? Some people judge and mislabel them when they grow up as sexually confused, not knowing their past, never feeling clean, only used, or the wife that is bruised because her husband was boozed, so he hit her to feel amused. I hear you're sovereign, Lord, but should all that be excused? Because we're crying for answers and feel like you just snoozed. So if you hear me when I pray, forgive me for saying, wake up! We need you! But am I only looking out for myself? because I care what I look like in front of others like Elf on the Shelf. We're in a unique era. I don't want people to see the real me, so I mask my cares. I guess that's why they call it mascara. I went from watching Shawn Michaels argue with Sergeant Slaughter to hearing that one of my friends lost their 6-year-old daughter. God, they say you won't give me more than I can handle, but I'm sick of holding another visitation candle. I just want to fade away and not be seen. Look, I know I need to press on. I mean, it's even in the word depression. And only I stand in between. The only death I used to face was my gigapet. Now I kill my own time on the internet. I hear so many people say, God is enough, God is enough. I'm not trying to be funny, but I miss the days of banging on a trash can and drumming on a street light with Phoebe Bluff. God, are you the voice that's calling me, calling me? If so, then what's stalling me, stalling me? My friend said, don't struggle, lean on Jesus. But I don't know if I can, sir, because my other friend is struggling and looking lean from cancer. I don't know, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not putting up a fight, because now life is hard. It's not as easy as playing with the light bright. God, I don't think I'll ever understand my friend losing a child to SIDS. I can see taking a criminal, God, but you got to take these kids. But if both are made in your image, maybe I got it twisted. Who am I to judge? You're the one who pre-existed. God, I need you help to carry me through the storm, because I struggle with justifying me being lukewarm. God, please heal this pain inside. I'm going to fight with you at my ringside. So I beg and please, God, heal my soul, because I feel like I'm constantly getting stepped on, like I was a soul. But despite all my pain, I do believe you are in control. So open my chest, Lord, and fill this hole. Only you, Lord, can be the missing link that can put me together in perfect sync. Open my eyes to you the next time that I blink. Heal my heart, Lord, before I run out of ink. Jesus, save me from myself.